Good morning, everyone. This is Antonio Gonzalez, a founder of Pacific Projects Wealth Group. And I have a little treat for you two guys today. This is Saturday morning. Nothing else better to do while sitting and waiting in the car here than to create a presentation and um, share it with you guys for free. That's right, and no cost to you. So this is a preview of one of my strategy training classes. So this way you can get an idea of how my classes are presented and the clarity that I go through in depth details on each individual topic. So let's get started here. This is a smart support and resistance strategy training. And we do have housekeeping rules and restrictions that we have in our classes. And here's our disclosures. There's also a risk of disclosure statement. Day trading can be extremely risky. Be cautious of claims of large profits from day trading, blah, blah, blah. And somewhere in every single, broker and basically risk disclosure, it actually has a little, um, a few sentences there that pretty much say you can lose everything and be happy with it. I learned that in one of the real estate seminars I took, and uh, the presenter actually said that, and I almost died laughing. But basically, it's true. I mean, I looked at some of these disclosures, and they actually have like some just simple verbiage in there, and it says you can lose money and be happy with it. And my disclosures, it's there too. So anyway, let's go on to the built-in smart workshops. So these are smart workshops that we're going to go through. What you have here is basically the workshop part of the presentation, partial of it. And I wanted to show you what that looks like because it's not just all lectures, not just all reading in the book and everything else. This is actually showing you an example. A lot of people, they basically learn by pictures. They learn by seeing. They need to see it in order to understand it. So I am bringing that to the table. I am going to show you what a buildup is. I'm going to show you what resistance areas is. I'm going to show you what a breakout is. So let's get started. Build up, resistance area with breakouts. Who knew? So let's go over a buildup first. Here is a chart, and you have a buildup going on here. And I actually grabbed this chart because basically it shows a nice area of buildup. And buildups can happen as support or resistance, pretty much. So as you see, going along, the chart here. Get my little pen, and you're going up and down, no problem, right? And hitting line here at the bottom area, coming down, hitting again, and then bouncing right off. Blah blah blah. Oh, lucky go happy, and then all of a sudden, look at this consolidation. It just doesn't. It just doesn't want to go that high anymore, and it keeps on hitting that resistance area. It just keeps on hitting. And what happens? A breakout. This is called a breakout here. All right, so let me also go over one other thing before we go on with the breakout. And this is called an area of resistance. So here we have an area of resistance. Now, the part here that I want to get over across to you guys is that a lot of people just draw this line and say, hey, this is the resistance line. Oh, here's support, here's resistance. It's not a line. It's not a line. It's not a line. Please understand that. If you can understand that, you will understand price action. Excuse me. A line is hit at this area here. It's hit at this area here. And then it's hit over here again. And then what? It goes right through. The more times that this level is hit, the weaker it gets. This part up here, this part here, is an area of resistance. That means that in there is a lot of resistance at many different levels. And you don't know them right now by looking at this chart, but if you actually looked further back, or if this is the high of the asset, then you have to create an estimate of where the next areas are, which are shown at one of my classes. Then basically you would see that. So this is an area of resistance, not a line. This is a level of resistance. And basically what happened here is that there are no more basically sellers at this point. And basically it breaks out. Now, another thing to worry about is that areas like this, where you have a rally-based rally, when price action starts to break out, it may actually skip some orders. So just because there's orders there doesn't mean you're going to get filled with that order. So you have to understand that there's a risk here that you will not get filled if you're playing the breakout. So when you're playing breakouts, you also have to understand that price may go up so quickly or break out down so quickly that it may actually jump right over your order. It happens. It's real life. See where it says on top, it says real life support and resistance price action, because that's what happens in real life. And not too many instructors will teach you that. They will go over it very quickly. It's like, oh, you might not get filled. Well, they don't spend time on it and say, well, price can go right past you. So you have to keep an eye on it. Lots of strategies out there are, set and forget. They build your trading based on your confidence that you chose the right support resistance levels and price breakouts. You know what? Nothing is for certain, and if you put too much confidence in that, you're going to lose more of your trades. There's sometimes you can do that if you're doing long-term trades. So if you're buying at the lowest ever, and you're selling at the highest ever, and you know that something's going to go wrong with that company in the future, then yeah, you can just do a set and forget, because basically your trade is a long-term trade anyway. So you're not going to look at it every minute of the day for 6 months or 2 months. So you're going to set it and forget it and come back and, not forget it, but you're going to come back and look at it on a weekly basis, assess it, make sure that you didn't make any mistakes, or maybe you have to tweak it. Just because you made a trade doesn't mean you can't tweak the trade. You can make changes. That's another false positive there. Put a trade on and they think, okay, that's it. It's set in stone. It's set in stone for that moment that you put the trade in. But any seconds after that, 2, 3, 400, 3,000 seconds, 4 hours later, 2 days later, things can change. and you need to be able to know when to change them. It's called risk management. That's what it is. Okay, so back to this. You have a build up here, consolidation pretty much, and then all of a sudden it breaks out. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to show you is something that's called a successful false breakout. Now we're talking successful false breakout. So here, well, let me go back again. Here we had a build up, and it broke out, and then it kept on going, right? Okay. On this one, we have a build up right here. And then we had a breakout right here. And then we have an increase here. Then looks like some sellers came in. And then basically after that, it started hitting this resistance line. Now, it actually hit one time, and then it hit another, and it actually kind of broke out a little bit here. However, once this happens here, no longer is the previous area on the bottom that was the body of the asset. No longer is it the main event. Sometimes it will come back into this area, but more than likely now, the box area is this. So now your resistance is up here, and your support is here. So what happened here? The price action came down, now hit support. What happens when price hits support area? People start buying. So people start buying, and now it started going up, and now it's going up to the new resistance area that's created. So that first area here that I talked about, that area of resistance now has a new resistance level, and now there's a new support, and that resistance became support now. Yeah, like my chicken scratch, but hey. So again, build up, breakout, comes all the way up here, comes back down, and then have a successful false breakout, and it comes right back up again. So there you have it. That's your free class. End of preview. Learn about our other trading strategy classes and register for our bundled trading strategies at PacProFX and Outlook.com. So sign up, guys. Hope you learned something today, and if you did, then sign up for a class. These things are not, my time here is my time is valuable, and I shared this with you, and hopefully this will save you some money, earn you some money, little strategies. But take a class. It'll earn you even more money and save you even more money. So my goal is to make sure that you save more money than you would have before taking my classes, and at the same time learning how to make better decisions and making more money by applying risk management. Have a good weekend, guys, or whenever you're seeing this at nighttime. Have a great night, and we will see you in class. Register again. Send an email, PacProFX@Outlook.com. Please subscribe to my channel, and we'll get you in the next class. My classes are affordable, so try one.